So grounded in who I am, I'm comfortable being me. My journey's been something different, it's humbling, best believe. My transition been rocky, it knocked me right off my feet. Could disappear at any moment and not be obsolete.
It's your boy Fresh the Legend. Today, guys, I'm so happy to give her flowers, to let her shine. She's more than deserving of it. She's a pioneer of the city, putting on for the community, putting on for the people. She's the best stage host, a great DJ, a great woman, a great mother, and she is the queen of Philly. Good up, y'all, for Queen Yaszy B.
What's up, Yaz?
Hey, what's going on, Sco?
Oh man, I'm chilling, but listen though, like you the queen of Philly.
Thank you.
How was it before you became the queen?
Before I became the queen, well, I met some kings, and I felt like in reflection I should be a queen, right? Because I feel like we're supposed to lead together, and I was so thankful to have met Fresh, right? Because before Fresh, I was just Yasmin Belton going to CCP.
Right.
But, you know, he provided a platform for me to shine. So before I was the queen, I was a straight A student, going to college, you know, paying bills, love working, you know, a straight and narrow woman with my head on my shoulders, you know.
So how you become one of the best hosts in the city from all that?
Wow, from, you know, just repetition. You know, repetition, loving the impact you have when you make genuine connections, right?
Yeah.
Because being a host is not just about, oh, we're trying to make it lit. It's a party, you know, it's about impact, you know, making people feel better than what they came. So repetition, being at dialogue, hosting in basements. It was a place called AMF. I really got to really deal with all types of artists, all situations where I really, you know, sharpened my tool. Being a teacher, because in the classroom I feel like you're also an MC, a master of ceremony, you know, amongst my own peers, you know, so I think that's how I became like a host, consistency. Really.
Yeah, I seen you on stage. I watched you kicking on stage, and nah, you keep attention for sure. Is there anybody that you like model after, your style? Anybody you get your style from?
Ooh, I want to think about this for a second. I don't want to answer that too quickly.
Take your time.
I want to be very intentional. When I think back on people who inspire me as far as speaking, it was revolutionary leaders, because I love how revolutionary leaders captivate an audience in a way where it's not, oh, I'm not just talking to you. The reason why my hostess stands out, because I literally cast spells. Like when I'm on stage yesterday at Wawa Welcome America on Broad Street in the Avenue of Arts, I'm not just saying it's lit, we outside, let's party. No, I'm saying this is love, this is peace, this is Philly, this is what joy looks like, you know. So that's one of my secrets too, to hosting. It's really like, you know, being very intentional with my words.
Word.
I see you out here, you know, doing your thing.
For sure.
You know, I'm blessed to met you at CCP, but what's before that? Like, what high school and college did you go to? Like,
oh, wow. So my origin story.
Dang,
so Yaszy always been a big energy in any classroom. I skipped the first grade. I've always been intelligent. I love wisdom, right? I'm a nerd, right? I graduated with a 3.7 GPA out of Lamberton High School. I did go to King, so I did have an aha moment.
So where you go to elementary at?
Hold on, let me start. I went to FS Edmonds for elementary. I'm an Uptown girl.
Okay.
I went to Edmonds. Then I got accepted to a Blue Ribbon Middle School called Hill Freedman. Now, Hill Freeman was only 6th to 8th grade. I struggled behavior-wise. I was going through a lot of anger management. I played the violin. I was in all cities.
Played the violin.
Music saved my life. I only showed up to school because I had orchestra rehearsal at 7 a.m. Otherwise, I threw paper balls in the classroom, disrupt others, because I felt like the work wasn't challenging. You know, I ended up not taking that opportunity serious and ended up in King, while I watched my peers go to Central, FLC, E&S. And so I ended up in King. No, my peers did, because out of that Blue Ribbon School, you get like a priority to those these better high schools in Philadelphia, like Masterman. Like the only school that I got accepted to was Kappa, Creative and Performing Arts.
You'd have been crazy.
You would have cooked in Kappa.
Oh,
but my story is my story, because I ended up, I didn't deserve it though.
At the time.
My behavior was messed up. I was one of those, how children are smart, they know the right thing to do, but you just do stupid stuff, so you end up in stupid places.
Wait, so you got accepted to Kappa?
I got accepted to Kappa.
Imagine Yash
aftermath.
going through Kappa.
Yeah.
Like imagine Yash going through Kappa like that. That's
But it ain't that you ain't
That-
deserve it though. It's just you. Certain kids come with certain things, and every school ain't for every kid. So don't say you ain't, because there's kids out here right now. They got the same thing going on. I just can't sit for an hour and a half and listen to somebody talk about math, because I'm an artsy. That's just what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? So no, don't. It ain't that you ain't deserve it. They just wasn't serving you right.
You're right. You're right. Oh, better phrase, my path was my path.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that about you. That's cool.
Yeah, I ended up going to Martin Luther King High School,
Right.
traumatized. Like, you gotta take your sneakers off, you gotta take your hoodie off, you gotta take all your jewelry off, go to
Yeah.
the metal detector, put your stuff on, grab your cheap breakfast, and go to a homeroom where nobody can
Not the
touch
cheap
you.
breakfast.
Like, you know, whatever that
So you got your
was.
so you graduated from King and then
I didn't graduate from King. So I had elderly women in my life. My mom was a hardworking woman. I grew up poor, so she worked all the time, and she had created a village around me. So all these women are like older than 60, and they were like, she got to get out of King. Like, King is traumatizing her. They trying to get my mom, so they put me in New Media Charter School. I was there and got expelled because I was still struggling with my behavior a little bit. But when I got kicked out and went back to King, I'm like, oh snap, I'm spiraling. Like, I'm losing it. I'm the smart girl. I need to do better. Like, you know, so I had an aha moment. By the time I was in my 10th grade year in King, honors, Outward Bound, joining a cheerleading team and things like that. There was a climate in Philadelphia where they were shutting down high schools, and so in 10th grade, they were extending the school, the school day until 4 p.m. I didn't need that because I was like a straight A student. So I ended up going to my final high school, which was Lamberton and Overbrook Park.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to 3 high schools, so King, New Media King.
Why you so popular?
And
oh
then
my goodness.
went to, well, yeah, I guess I was a little spread out, but yeah.
And then for college you went to where?
Westchester University.
Wow.
Loved it.
The Westchester.
The Rams, yeah.
You
Shout out to
outside.
Westchester. Shout out to the Rams.
Yeah, shout out to the Rams.
Yeah.
Westchester alumni. Shout out to DJ HBK. DJ HBK, one of the top 10 DJs in our city, and it was so dope. Like, you know how you see things full circle. You know, KP went to Westchester University too.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, so a lot of little Philly legends.
So make sure your question. So going through all this, like all them high schools, being in Westchester, I met your CCP. What was your major at CCP in Westchester?
Oh, okay. So at Westchester, I went in nursing. Hated
Okay,
it.
nursing.
Didn't get accepted. My dad was like, nurses make money. You need to stay in the medical field. I'm like, okay. So I got straight D's or something, D's and C's. I've never seen a D on my report card in my life. So I'm like, no, that's not me. I had a conversation with a few people, and I went into marketing.
Marketing,
So
okay.
yes, marketing and advertising. Started getting straight A's and B's. Taking graphic design, taking public relations classes. You know, that's my gift. I found out that was another aha moment. It's just pivoting from what your parents want you to do. Like, you wanted me to go into something because it was going to make money, you know, supposedly, but I was going to hate my life, you know. So I wanted something that felt more aligned, more like myself. So I went into marketing, and I truly do enjoy to this day coming up with strategic, creative planning for like my friends and my peers. Like,
You repping Pish Posh.
You know, I love being a walking billboard. Too. You know, I could sell salt to a slug.
Who's Pish Posh? Give her a shout out.
Pish Posh shout out to Imani. Pish Posh is one of the leading fashion brands in the city. You see the drip, you know. So everything is painted, and she also mass produces, and she's so lit. She's in Urban Outfitters.
Hey, she's doing her thing. Definitely shout out Pish Posh for sure. She does amazing events, good clothes. I'm just so proud of you because you. Let me tell y'all something. Yaz is full-time host, full-time DJ. She's probably booked 3 times a week. Like this woman takes care of her family, her maintenance on just being a host for the city. Like, she's building a culture of Philadelphia heavy on, like, and carrying it small but mighty. Like, powerful woman, great voice.
Shout out
like,
to you.
You hear her voice,
For sure.
you hear her voice projection blocks away, and the way she talks is great. You have to come really see her do her thing. So tell me how it feel, like the momentum, you know what I mean?
The momentum.
Yes, you
Yeah, momentum. Quantum leaps, you know, they're real. And when you actually dive into your personal development journey, you have quantum leaps, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like the momentum came from me, I gotta believe in myself, you know. If I don't believe that I could do something, then I won't show up as my full self. Number two is know that other people do believe in you too. We are all here together, you know. Like everybody in this world, I don't care if it's a stranger. I take words of affirmation seriously.
Yeah.
Like every time somebody be like, "Yo, you did a great job." So that was the momentum of being at events and that happening. It's like, okay. Then I'm like, I'm a business too, so I had to start getting like the business stuff in order. I have a LLC, I have a business bank account, you know, and those things. I send invoices, I send contracts, you know, I show up on time, you know, and those things. So I feel like the momentum came from the consistency and me like sharpening my tool. And now it's kind of, it's not that it's slower, but things are bigger. And I love it this way because I love being a mother too and a woman of my community. I want to do things, I want to create harmony in my life, so to speak. Not balance, but harmony rather. Yeah.